Welcome to EWN on the Couch, where we catch up with your favorites both on and off the field. Now, I'm very excited to have this lady on the couch. She is looking to compete in the Dakar 2020, Africa's first female driver to do it. Kirsten Landman. I will say Landman, not so dramatic.
That's exactly how it should be said.
Kirsten, welcome, and firstly, congratulations, man. How are you feeling?
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very excited. It kind of hit home when I got my acceptance notification just like a month ago. So the nerves, the excitement, but as the more prepared I get, the more excited I get.
And you've just returned from a Women in Motorsports Summit and actually were a guest speaker.
Yes.
How was that experience?
That was incredible. I mean, I got to meet some amazing females there. And it was the first time they've ever had an all-women in motorsport conference, and it was held in Helsinki in Finland. And we just got to discuss women in motorsport across the board, women just, involved in motorsport, from engineers to people who race on the track, to people who race off the track. And it was so informative, and to meet some really, really inspiring women, that I'm inspired by. And, it's just given me so much motivation to come back here and hopefully make a difference in women in motorsport in South Africa and for the future, because the youth of the sport are the future of our sport. So yeah.
And how is it looking globally for women in the sport?
It's still developing, and I must be honest with you, I went over there thinking that this was a South African problem, but it's not. I mean, even in as high up as in Formula One, I met a very, very inspiring young female from Colombia. She's currently testing for Sauber, the Formula One team.
Okay.
And even there, because you're a female, they assume that she doesn't know much about motorsport because she's a female and she's inferior and she's not as strong. And then I met another lady who's an engineer for Audi Sport and the Le Mans team, and her the same as well. If she has a say, they're like, no, you're a female, what do you know? So,
and they say it outright.
Yeah, straight. And I can say the same for myself in the sport. I'm a female, what do I know? But for me, it's just to go out there and prove that there's no better way than when they say the proof is in the pudding. Yeah. And that's how I like to do what I'm doing.
Well, now, looking back though, it started when you were 8 years old.
Yes.
Made a bet with your dad. Your dad lost, so you got a bike. Basically launching your career.
Yes.
And then at 2012, you won you medal at your first event.
So that was the first ever extreme race that I took part in. It was the Roof of Africa in Lesotho. So we call it a home race because it's so close. And that's when I think the bug bit, and that's when I wanted to start riding extreme.
And how did that, that set you up for your career?
As anything does, if you ask any professional sportsman or woman, it kind of starts as fun, and it just starts as messing around in the backyard on a motorbike, or kicking a soccer ball. And I fell in love with it. It's my passion, and like I say, if I'm not on my motorbike, I don't feel like I'm living.
So you received a letter from David Castera, the Dakar director,
Correct.
And it read, "We are pleased to confirm your registration." So what did you do when you read those words?
When I saw that email, I was like, I screenshotted it and I sent it to Brad and I sent it to Joey, and I was like, is this it? And they're like, yeah, you're in. So I started crying. It was quite emotional, because everything that we had worked towards, it hasn't been easy, trying to find the funds, trying to find sponsors, and the preparation for me has not just been, hey, I want to do the Dakar. It's been overcoming fears. It's been taking on stuff that has held me back so much from my accent that I've had. So, and that's when it really hit home. Yes, Dakar was an idea, but shit, now I'm going to Dakar.
Yeah, so you've got many firsts as a female in motorsports. We know this.
Yes.
Being a woman in this male-dominated sport, and also being Africa's first female to go to Dakar or driver, what are some of the challenges behind the scenes? Because now it looks glorious, you are going, but what are some of the challenges behind the scenes?
So to start, my manager Brad and I, we're going in circles trying to find sponsors. And to get someone to believe in your dream, and for that amount of money, it's hard,
What is the amount? Do you know?
With the whole training preparation, it's a few million.
Lotto, I don't know.
Don't worry, I've been entering the lotto. We tried everything, and we were very, very fortunate enough to come across Ryobi, and the guys bought straight into the dream from the moment they met me. And Brad's got the gift of the gab, so I have a lot to thank him for.
You need a good team behind us,
for sure. It's as long as everyone thinks it's an individual sport, it's certainly not. There is so many good people behind you.
Now the technical aspect of it. Okay, so we know it's not just about the fastest bike.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about the technical aspect of it. Apparently that's what makes you very, very good.
Yeah. So if we're talking Dakar,
Yes.
you can't just get onto a motorbike and just say I want to go do
Yeah.
the Dakar. There's so much that comes into it from a mental aspect, which I think is the biggest thing. To know that you got to do 12,000, 10,000 Ks in 12 days, mentally, to think about that with one rest day in
And on a
between,
bike. It's not-
on a
yeah.
bike, in the desert, you're riding off a road book. Do you know what a road book is?
Yeah, I've seen it on Dakar.
Yes. So at Dakar we ride off road books, and I think that's where the most technical. Of course, we're riding over terrain that is physically demanding. Riverbeds and dunes, and you're out in I don't know what temperatures we're going to be going through, but it's the desert. It can range from freezing to crazy heats, and you're out there on your own. If something breaks, you've got to fix it. You've got to get yourself. You're the navigator on the motorbike. You've got to look after yourself. You've got to look after the motorbike, because at the end of the day, if you don't finish, if you hurt yourself, you're not going to get to the finish line. And motorbike breaks, you're not going to get to the finish line.
Kirsten, thank you so much for joining us. But before you go, we played a little game called Just Be Honest.
Yes.
So you're only allowed to say yes or no.
Okay.
No lying.
Okay.
Okay. Is it true that you're trying to stay out of the sun hour so you can work on your tan at the Dakar? Who put in that question? Is KTM working on a special sidecar for Sammy to join on your races?
Oh, I would love that.
So is that a yes?
No.
Is it true that you don't know how to drive a four-wheel vehicle?
No.
I'm just checking. Do you live in your garage?
Pretty much. So yes.
Is it true people have mistaken you for Taylor Swift?
No.
I'm just wondering, maybe we had a doppelganger in South Africa. Kirsten, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to see what you're going to do at the Dakar 2020. We'll be backing you all the way, and I hope everyone comes on board and you just get all the money sorted. And
Thank you.
Yeah, just good luck and enjoy it.
Thank you for having me.
Here we go. Kirsten Landman, please go follow her. Make sure you back our girl in Dakar 2020. We can't wait to see what she does. Thanks for joining us on the couch.